80 steps are waiting for us at the very beginning. So I hope you're ready for that. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Pass the bird from hand to hand. And as you can see, there are lots of wood, lots of timber in our mind. Why there is a wood in the mind? Any ideas? Ladies and gentlemen, it's easy.
Because it's cheaper than concrete and stronger.
Well, yeah, it's quite cheap. But in fact, wood is here because salt preserves wood very well. So wood is in the mine to protect the mine, to support the mine. Yeah? Wood is the best material that we can use in our mine. And as I said, salt preserves wood very well. So during our tour, you will see lots of wooden constructions like this, for example. We call them cribs in our mine, in Polish kaszty. And please take a look at the floor. Even the tracks are made of wood.
Wow.
And right now we are in the first chamber on the tourist route, Ursula chamber. And on your right hand side, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the stairs. And please remember about this chamber and about the stairs in this chamber, because in 1 hour, well, maybe 1.5, I will tell you more about this chamber and the stairs in the Ursula chamber. If you would like to go straight to the second level of our mine, you just need to go through the stairs, right? Because this chamber connects two levels of the mine. First level, 64 meters below the surface, and second level, 110 meters. But of course, we would like to see everything in this mine. That's why we will go this way, yeah? Ladies and gentlemen, hand-operated truss. Oh my god, it's not a hand-operated truss, it's a... I'm so sorry, so stupid. So an Hungarian hand-operated truss will be over there. I'm gonna stop here. But there is a traffic. Yeah, and Hungarian because came from Hungary, of course. And dog. Because of this sound. Yeah. It could be really heavy, even 80 kilos of salt inside. And right now I would like to show you the hand-operated truss. Yeah, here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the original one from 17th century. During the tour we will see the other example of this machine, and I will show you how it works. Or you will show me. You will try how to be a mine.
Sure.
Yeah.
On the third level of this mine, there is a health resort. Ladies and gentlemen, in fact, we've got the health resort included in your tickets, right? Because in all of the mines, we've got the same microclimate, you know? Breathe deeply. And the same is. Pass the door from hand to hand. Salt. Pure salt, 95% of NaCl, yeah? You've got a ticket to the salt mine, so finally it's your turn to taste some salt.
Salty.
Ladies and gentlemen, 95% of NaCl, just 5% of some impurities, like sand, for example,
Well, here's
or other minerals. It's really good for your health. So during the tour, so you can lick,
Pilarina, weź. Take your
you
time.
can lick the ceiling. Sometimes you can lick even the floor, but I don't recommend you. Just please do not lick any statues, okay? Okay? Do not lick statues and relics. Bon appetit. And let's go. Right now we are in the Nicola Copernicus chamber. Nicola Copernicus, in fact Mikołaj Kopernik. This famous Polish astronomer was the first visitor in our mine. He visited the mine when he was 20, so in 1493. There are more than 8,000 tourists every single day in our. Every single day. More than 1.5 million per year. Well, in our mine we put more than 400 guides in 17 different languages. That's
Wow.
quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and please take a look at the floor. And could you tell me what is the material? It's like salt, of course. But we don't need to leave the floor. We can just take a look.
Wow.
Well, please come closer and take a look. Pure crystals of salt. Cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, in a moment we will enter to the Wieliczka chapel and we will hear a beautiful legend about salt deposit in our country. Legend about Princess Kinga and Prince Wieliczka. What is interesting is that Kinga was historical princess. Of course, Hungarian princess, even if princess came from Hungary. And Bolesław was our Polish king. Kinga became son, and on our way we will visit St. Kinga's Chapel, the most beautiful underground church in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, before we enter, I would like to show you some special place in our mine. The oldest chapel, the first chapel in our mine, St. Andrew's Chapel from 17th century. Unfortunately, this chapel is closed for tourist route. We can just take a look inside if you want. Yeah, but it's really, really impressive. Everything in this chapel is made of salt. Even the chandelier is made of salt. Do you want to see this chapel?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go on. We have to get too quiet. There's another side, and they are listening to that.
Bella insisted on a traditional dowry, but Kinga came up with another idea. She knew that no rock salt was mined in Poland and decided to ask her father for a group of salt miners. She wished to find salt in Poland with their help. Without a second thought, the king presented to Kinga an entire salt mine in Hungary. The princess visited the mine on her way to Krakow. She came near the mine shaft and, surprisingly, threw her engagement ring into it. When she arrived to her new country, she requested the miners to look for salt. The result came soon. The miners discovered salt deposits near Krakow that gave Poland centuries-long prosperity. They say that Kinga's engagement ring was found in the first salt lump extracted.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
On your way, first of all, you should know that now one is the gas station, they have this gas is colorless, odorless, like the so it got started with the ceiling as the result of the excavation. Right? And if we will mix this gas with the air, it will be explode. And 20th century, the only effective method to deal with the gas, it was to burn it out. As you can imagine, it was really dangerous. And well, our miners, well-qualified miners, they were wearing black clothes to protect themselves, and they were trying to burn off the gas. 10% of them died in our mine. Of course, right now, we're completely safe because of the ventilation system. But I would like to show you a short presentation of the explosion. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, please do not use flash and do not use flash. Okay? On your right hand side, you can see my favorite crystal of salt in our mine. Here it is. It's really smooth. It looks like a glass or even the ice. I'm in love with this crystal. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are taller than me, please watch your head. Our mine is just for short people. I'm so sorry. Horses were working in our mine from the beginning of 16th century, and horses were working here till 2002. That's a divine history for us. In 18th century, there were more than 50 horses in our mine, 53 to be honest. Could you imagine 53 horses in the mine? Could you imagine the smell? Very nice. Please take a look at the floor. On the floor, there are tracks. Those tracks are from the end of the 18th century. And ladies and gentlemen, please take a look at the wall on your left-hand side. As you can see, the structure of this wall is completely different than the others. Because this corridor is one only on the Jerusalem, which was excavated by one of the drills. Yeah? So because of the drilling, of course, this part of this corridor is from the end of the 20th century. The other part of this corridor is from 19th century. We've got a horse stable in this chamber. There was a horse stable in this chamber because horses were staying in this mine. Horses were staying here for years, even for 15 or even 20 years. Could you imagine 20 years underground without the electricity? Quite hard. And in the Nikola Kopernikus chamber, I showed you that there was an empty space on the ceiling because of the horse keeping. And over there is the example of horse. 4 pairs of horses are walking around, moving the horizontal wheel. And please take a look at the rope. The rope is going to the shaft to the vertical position. But please take a look to the shaft. On the one end of the rope there is a block of salt, and on the other end of the rope there is a counterbalance. So the block of salt is going up and the counterbalance is going down. The counterbalance was usually a timber. So quite easy and really useful. And you know this gentleman, the cutting will be very immediately in Polish. Yes or no? No. As you can see, he was our Polish king. He's really important for us because he was an owner of this mine and made the famous statue. So first of all for the mine and for the miners. Also he opened the first hospital for miners and he opened the Jagiellonian University in Krakow. And you know this big Jewish quarter in Krakow?
Kazimierz.
Kazimierz, yeah, it's called Kazimierz because of this gentleman also. And on our way, please take a look at the ceiling. On the ceiling, there's the other example of the secondary crystallization of salt. Small, not really cute stalactites. We call them spaghetti. And this way, please. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the legends. Beautiful legend about salt deposit in Poland, the legend about Princess Kinga, Prince Bolesław. Beautiful legend, but of course just a legend. The traditional production of salt in our country, in this area, is 6,000 years old. People from the Neolithic period were collecting salty water on the surface. They were boiling it on a fire to evaporate water and get salt water. But in 12th century, salty water on the surface started to disappear. So they were digging wells to find some salty water from the ground. And what happened?
They found water.
They found the rock salt. Accidentally, they found the rock salt. Yeah? So, in fact, our mine was a huge accident. So, ladies and gentlemen, you should know that in the past, salt was nearly as expensive as the silver. It was called white gold. Also, you should know that we've got a huge salt deposit in Poland because million years ago there was a Miocene sea here. The climate was completely different. It was really hot, so the water evaporated, and that's why we got a huge, really huge salt deposit in Poland. And the question for you: do you remember how deep are we now? How many meters below the surface? 64, of course. Yeah, point for you. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the last chamber on the first level of our flight. I will show you how it works, but I need 3 volunteers who wants to help me. Thank you very much. Yeah. So a volunteer. Yeah. Okay. So who will be the lucky one? Last person. Yeah. Thank you so much. So, yeah. So please stay over here. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen. Up and down, out and down. Thank you very much. Thank you for your presentation. Was it hard for you?
No, it's
No, it's very easy because the block of salt is empty.
yeah, I guess so. Oh my gosh, it's so salty.
As I said, we are 90 meters. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the novice chamber. As I said, the process is mine because of the children, and of course this chamber is one of the children. But as you can see, there is no Snow White here. Why? Why there is no Snow White in mind?
She's sleeping.
As you said, she's not real. That's why she's not here. As ladies and gentlemen, we don't have Snow White in our mine because women were not allowed in this mine. No women in the mine till 20th century. Ladies, was it fair? I think so. The work was dangerous, hard. Yeah, so better to stay at home. And, ladies and gentlemen, in a moment we will enter the first chapel on the tourist route, Holy Breast Chapel. On your way, on your left-hand side, more salty water, and you need a cheap souvenir for your friends. You can take this water with you. We don't need this water here. And I know it's awful, really, and I hate this water too. But it's really good for our health. And come inside, please. And first of all, I would like to tell you that our miners were very, very religious. As I said, work was dangerous, hard. That's why they were praying every single day before they worked and after that. And that's why they were building chapels in mine. You saw the first chapel, some of them is from 17th century, right? As you can see, this chamber is from 19th century, but the chapel is from 17th century, because the main author, so it's crucified Jesus Christ, and the statue of Our Lady of Victory, that was inside. Statues, of course, are made of wood, and as you can see, they're really good preserved. And ladies and gentlemen, you should know that in total, in our mine, we've got more than 40 chapels. 40 chapels on the ground. And please take a look at the chandelier. Of course, this chandelier is Ladies and gentlemen, in a moment we will enter the St. Kinga's chapel, and you will see bigger and more impressive salt chandeliers. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, almost everything in this chapel is made of salt. So, of course, the floor is made of salt, stairs are made of salt, chandeliers are made of salt, and of course, reliefs. Reliefs are connected to the New Testament, with the life of Jesus Christ. And first, we've got heaven sentence, then slaughter of innocents, then flight to Egypt, then 12-year-old Jesus Christ teaching the camp. The main altar, salt statue of St. Kinga. On her right side, Saint Joseph, on her left side, Saint Clement. Saint Clement is a patron of our city, Wieliczka. And ladies and gentlemen, we are 101 meters above the surface. And a few minutes break for us. You can walk around, take some pictures. I've been waiting for you close to the statue of St. John Paul II. So over there, okay? And I will tell you when it will be our turn to continue, okay? See you soon. Statue of St. John Paul II of Wieliczka. He was a visitor in our mine. He visited the mine 3 times. First as a young boy, then as a student, and the last time as a cardinal, but never as a pope. But in 1999, he canonized St. Kinga, and that's why we put St. Over here, small relief connected with the legend of Princess Kinga, and then 3 of them are dedicated to 3 creators of this miracle place. So Joseph Markowski made the main altar, Thomas Markowski made the right side of this chapel, his younger brother. And Antonio Roddick, the only one who became an artist, he made the left side. Do not touch the statue, I see you. He made the left side of this chapel. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the last court is still empty. Ladies and gentlemen, come inside, please. Eras Baracz was a director of this mine, okay, in 20th century. But for us, more important is the lake. I told you that the water is the biggest danger for this pond. Yeah? We saw the water from. We are still collecting the water from the mine. Yeah? Water dissolves salt, and in this chamber we've got a little lake. It doesn't make any sense. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, this lake is a tourist attraction. It's not natural, of course. The lake is from 19th century, and this water is not dangerous for our mine. Why? Because it's fully saturated. Oh, fully saturated salty water. It cannot be more salty. It cannot dissolve salt. The lake, in the deepest point, is 9 meters deep. But you cannot swim in this water, and you cannot drown in this water. Why?
It's like a Dead Sea.
Yeah, exactly. And ladies and gentlemen, right now we are 101 meters below the surface. In a moment we will go down to the 110 meters, but before we go, let's take a look at this board. The board is dedicated to St. John Paul II the Great. And over here, we've got 2 words. Szczęść Boże. And probably you noticed that when I'm the other guide, and I say hello, how are you, or something like that, just Szczęść Boże. Szczęść Boże means God bless you. We are still very, very religious in our mind. So, Szczęść Boże, and this way, please. Over here, I would like to show you the other example of the machine. They're used to vertical transport. I would like to show you this machine because this is the Polish machine. Finally, something from Poland, not from Hungary, but of course the system is the same. Yeah. So blocks of salt are going up, the counterbalance is going down. And I told you that we will see the dragon. And on your left hand side, you can see the dragon. As I said, you can drop the dragon at the moment because of children. Of course, this corridor is a part of the children's room. And this dragon is made of glass, not of salt. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next question for you. The question is, what is behind the doors?
Electric things.
Elevator.
Yes!
Ah!
Yes, point for you. Ladies and gentlemen, of course we've got an elevator here, so if you would like to join us at the mass every Sunday morning, Sunday morning at 7:30, yeah? And I need to go through the stairs, you can just take this lift and go straight to the chapel. It's easier, it's faster, and it's free of charge, of course. We cannot take this lift right now, because I would like to show you my favorite chamber in our mile. And ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we are 110 meters below the surface. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 120 meters below the surface. In a moment we will go down, in a moment we will finish our adventure in the mine. So I think this is the best place to tell you that during the tour, during our tour, you can visit less than 1% of all of the mine. Yeah, because in total we've got 9 levels. The last level is 327 meters deep. In total, there are more than 2,000 chambers in our mine and almost 300 kilometers of corridors and galleries. That's such a big mine. I told you that it's really easy to get lost in the salt mine. This is the last lake on a tourist route. In 1915 it was possible to take a ferry, take a boat from one side of this chamber to the other. But in 1915 there was an accident here. Too many Austrian soldiers took the same boat and 7 of them died in the water. Of course, it's not possible to drown in the salty water. Of course not. But also it's impossible to swim. And they were staying under the boat. And they swam out, and because of lack of air, unfortunately 7 of them died here. That's why we cannot take the boat right now. And that's why we've got a soft statue of St. John Nepomucene. Could you see? St. John Nepomucene is a Czech patron of dying people. Sad story at the end. And ladies and gentlemen, we are 130 meters below the surface. And in a moment we will go a little bit up to the depth of 125 meters to the Stanisława Staszica chamber, to the last chamber on the tourist route. So please follow me this way and watch your head. So, as I said, Stanisława Staszica chamber, the last chamber on a tourist route, the last and one of the highest, 37 meters high. And ladies and gentlemen, right now you are completely free. You can stay here for all day if you want. You've got a few options what to do in the morning. Right now we are here, and that's what we've got the souvenir area here, and also the panoramic lift. And so you can take the panoramic lift, and you can see this chamber from the top. And also at the top of this chamber, the minerals in ultraviolet light. The ticket for the lift costs 5 zloty or so it's quite cheap. If you want, you can buy the ticket over there. If you need to go to the toilet, just have to go straight, and on your right hand side there will be a toilet. We've got the restaurant in our mind, so if you would like to eat something or drink something, you have to go straight here, straight on to the restaurant. Also, we've got the cinema in our mind. The cinema is in the upper rear chamber. There is a short movie about salt deposit in Poland. The movie will take you around 15 minutes. Also, there's a multimedia center in this chamber, so lots of screens with some games, informations. I recommend you to go and check because it's free of charge. It's included in your ticket, right? So you have to go straight through the restaurant to the ball hall, and in a ball hall is the right. Also, we've got the tour to the museum. We called it museum, but it's a kind of sum up of what you've seen on a tourist route, right? Like a review. Yeah, it's a guided tour. It will take you around 1 hour or so to visit the museum. It's included in your ticket, of course. There's 1.5 kilometers to walk in the museum. Yeah, so if you are interested in any topic, just stay on the right hand side of the Wisła chamber. So straight through the restaurant to the ball hall. In the ball hall, turn left, and then stay on the right hand side of the Wisła chamber and wait for the guide. Okay, this guide will take you to the museum, and also you can go up if you want, of course. If you would like to go up, stay in the middle queue in the Wisła chamber. So all the time straight through the restaurant to the ball hall. In the ball hall, turn left, and please stay in the middle queue and wait for the guide. Even to the lift, you need a guide. Okay, so the guide will be there. Moment. Will take you to the lift. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thanks for your attention. Enjoy your stay in Poland. Have a nice day.